Are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin.
Hello. Oh. There we go. Hello, everyone. I'm not moving. I'm stuck. Help, I'm paralyzed. Alright. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. I'll be right back. There we go. There we go. Much better. I forgot that if I don't have my camera on when I start VTube Studio, it doesn't like to behave properly. So there we go. Yes, there we go. Everything is working in order. Now, I was supposed to be at the gym today, but it's so cold. So very cold outside. How cold, you might ask? Very cold, I might respond. I would say probably in the minus 20s Celsius, which is, those of you who use freedom units, minus 20 Celsius is the equivalent of minus 4 Fahrenheit, and it's supposed to go down with, oh, why do I look so sad? Oh, because I did math. Oh, and the music is freaking out. Everything is going horribly wrong. There we go. I was doing math and it thought I was being sad. I like math. I wasn't being sad about math. Anyway, what I'm saying is that tomorrow with the wind chill, it's supposed to go down to minus 40. And if you're wondering what is minus 40 Celsius, in Fahrenheit, it is minus 40. It's the one point where the two cross over. So that's very, very cold. So instead of the gym, I came home and I'm going to do some streaming of this kitty cat game. I'm also recovering from an injury I suffered after the last stream when I went to take Tylenol and it had the child protective seal thingy over top of it, and I tried to punch my knuckle through it like I like to, and I missed, and I hit the plastic rim of the Tylenol bottle and gashed open my hand. Took a couple of chunks out of my knuckle, just in the right place that you can't really put a band-aid over it. So the things I do for pain relief, I think that's more than enough of that. Let's go. Oh, why did it move? Right, just a moment here. Unfortunately, VTube Studio covers up the screen that I use to launch the game for some reason, so I'm gonna have to go launch it through Steam instead. Install locally. Cat Detective. There we go. Alright, and we'll stop the music. And we'll go into the game. And I really hope that it's saved like it was supposed to. Okay, it looks like it's saved like it was supposed to. Good. Alright. Taking its sweet time.
What the?
Okay, so it stops here.
But I wasn't expecting that's the either I've been gone longer than I thought, or something's fishy. And I don't mean my afternoon snack.
Oh, what the heck? Hang on. Too many things going on at once. What is happening? Ay, caramba. Stop that. I don't know why they were... Anyway. Alright, so we talked to the officer earlier, but I feel like I'm crouching when I shouldn't be. Alright, well, I asked him all of these. Alright. That probably useful. Alright, so check with Betty. She's always... Alright, she's at the office. Alright. So, no... Oh. Never mind. There we go. Yep, alright. Office, crime scene. Do I have to talk to him? Ah, what's going on? Do I have to go through the whole thing? Alright, I'm just gonna power through everything because we did this at the end of the last game stream. Alright. Alright, so we cremated the body. Previous illegal, so we didn't put a chalk outline. It's kind of a funky effect when we go charging through these like this. Broken glass everywhere. Where is Betty? Alright, she's back at the office doing important stuff like shredding things. And now I've got the quest. Alright, now I can go to Betty's office. Alright.
Betty might be terrible at hiding her secret passion for me.
Yes.
But one thing she's not terrible at is her job. She's vaguely passable at it. Which is better than most animals with a badge in this city.
Or me, for that matter.
If any of the cops can be useful, it's her. If nothing else, I know she won't turn a blind eye to crime on the streets.
But sir, we've barely even begun. I didn't even get to start knocking on doors and making myself obnoxious. No, not for the annual police ball fundraising, for asking about the loud noise last night. You know, from the case? If I could just... Sir, look... never mind. How could today get any worse? What's up, doe eyes? I need to stop asking questions I don't want the answers to. I take it you're having trouble with the higher-ups? Not in the slightest. Come on, admit it. I bet you were worried about me when I vanished into the sewers for hours on end. Are you kidding? It was the one upside of the higher-ups deciding to glue the sewer lid shut on you. Speaking of, where have you been? You jumped into the sewers hours ago. They screw up when the dialogue is played sometimes. And you smell like it too. What happened? Oh, nothing much. Just found an entire criminal enterprise set up in the sewers. How was your day? Oh, just peachy now that I'm dealing with... Wait, run that last bit by me again? Yep, there was a gang in the sewers. Too bad you didn't come down with me. You'd have made quite the sting. Well, that's not a sting, but okay. Like I said, I don't get paid enough to go sewer diving. I care about stopping crime, but a doe has limits and I hit them when feces get involved. Look, maybe you'd better start from the beginning. Walk me through what happened. Right. So I went down into the sewers. A few seconds after Albert's bizarre narration. So let me get this straight. You found a gang in a sewer that stole a collar from some mysterious woman and now you can teleport to where the collar is? That's about the size of it. I know it sounds unbelievable. I mean, have you ever heard anything so ridiculous? From you? Constantly. This isn't even in the top 10 most ridiculous things you've ever said. Point is, what are you going to do now? I was thinking of taking the collar to Francis, seeing if he recognized it. Are you high on catnip? You can't just hand over evidence without dusting for paw prints and all that. Fair enough. Can you do that? Do I look like I can do that? You'll need to turn it in as police evidence to get that sort of detailed analysis. And that'll help with the investigation. About that, you see, the case... The case is closed, is what I hope she's about to say. Chief! Looking tasty, Chief. That uniform's making you look very tasty today. I'd be flattered if that weren't coming from a cat. I was just coming to tell Officer Betty here one last time that if she insists on pursuing this ridiculous case any further, she's off the force for good. Chief. No buts, it's just an accidental death. A slip and fall. I'm not about to waste time and resources on a mere accident. A mere accident with an unexplained body, imploded glass, and potential gang connections? What was that, Cat? Nothing. Just one thing, the most important thing about the case by far. Will you be paying me my reward money by cash or check? What? Why should I pay you anything? Well, I investigated. You cracked the case. You didn't say anything about them having to be related. Forget it. There's no case, and there's no reward. Go back to your litter box and stay out of police business. Well, that's that. I suppose that you're done too now that there's no money on the table. You kidding? Not a chance. I'm not giving up until I get to the bottom of this. What? But why? A good detective can't rest until all the confusion is swept aside and he can see the truth. But you're not a good detective. You're not even vaguely mediocre. My dad always told me never let a minor thing like skill or ability bog you down. Never mind that, Albert. Look, whatever your reasons and whatever mixed opinions I have of you, I appreciate the fact that you're willing to stick with this case and see it through when I can't. You can't give me any help at all. No, Chief's orders are very clear. I'm off this case for good and under orders not to bring it up again. So I can't help you. For example, I definitely can't tell you that someone ordered forensics to stop what they were doing. Or that what evidence we did get was stuck in a box in the police archive. Then why are you telling me? Oh, I get it. Took me a minute. That's one really tough code to break. Any other ways I can not help you? I need to go interview Francis again, but I don't know where he lives. Yes, well, it's a shame that I can't tell you about how I took down his details to follow up with him later. In fact, I wrote them down on a piece of paper here, but of course I can't show you that paper because that would be discussing the case. Ah, what a shame someone snagged it off your desk without you noticing. Any other ways I can not help you? Where can I take a look at the evidence you collected? I should probably submit this caller as part of it. You know I can't discuss such things, so I absolutely cannot under any circumstances tell you that case evidence is stored in the back rooms of the police archives. In no way, shape, or form should you go talk to them, and definitely don't tell them I told you they're a bunch of pencil-pushing hard-asses. Right, I'll make sure to not tell them that. Any other ways I can not help you? Anything else you found out about the case that you can't tell me? Anything about the body, the explosion, or what Francis saw? Wait, I can't tell you anything you don't already know. Aha, so there is something. No, I mean, that was genuine, not in code. Oh, man, this whole detectiving thing is hard. Any other ways I can not help you? I think you've not helped me more than enough. Like I've got any leads to follow. Are you still talking in code, or are you actually that dumb? I like to leave things mysterious. Whatever. Just, if you're having trouble, come back here and I'll not help as best I can. Thanks, Betty, you're a doe. Brilliant observational skills as always. Still, good luck. So where should we go first? I think we should go to Francis first and see if he has anything else to say.
Our twinkle-toed witness didn't just see the body. He saw someone with the body. The same someone who Crocodile Tears got that collar from. I figure it's worth seeing if the sight or smell of the collar jogs his memory.
I wonder if flamingos have good eyesight or smell. Probably not.
even if it's just enough for an interpretive dance number. Phew. The color does stink, though.
I mean, it was in the sewers, so
Like someone doused it in eau de sewer.
I don't know what other scent could...
Wait. That's just me, isn't it?
Yeah, sorry about that, Albert. Detective, I didn't expect to see you again. Are you here to show off another dance number? Maybe not, Francis. Dancing to say I'm sorry is one thing, but investigating an unsolved case by dancing is beyond my skills. Wouldn't be so sure. Running around in circles, snatching at nothing is surprisingly easy to express in dance. Oh yeah? And how about telling me the color of the victim's fur? Alright, I see your point. Fine, but I don't know what else I can help you with beyond what I already told you. Okay, ask me your questions, cat. You saw someone stealing from the body and then run into the sewer. Any other details you remember about them? You think I'm gonna remember more now than when it was fresh in my mind? You never know. Sometimes it takes a while for the brain cells to get up to speed. Maybe if they're hogtied and hobbling on crutches, like yours. But now that you mention it, a flash of white. Might have been their outfit or their fur. Any chance the suspect you saw was a lady? Sorry, didn't have the time to ask. What with the dead body? I'd clock their gender as somewhat petite. You didn't see what they took off the body? No, well, maybe? It was all in such a flurry I couldn't tell. I was in the middle of a conniption and in the planning stages of a fit. If I showed you the item, do you think that might jog your memory? It might, or it might bore me to tears. The universe is a mysterious and unknowable thing. Which coincidentally is the theme of my latest dance routine. Ooh, I'm feeling inspired to move. Could the moving wait until after you've looked at the thing? Alright, Francis, I want you to take a look at this thing in my pocket. Is this a come on? Because if it is, I'm beginning to see why Officer Betty said you were single. Nope, here it is. Don't mind the lint. I'm sure that won't compromise the vital piece of evidence. Yeah, actually, now that I take a look at it, I think this was what the animal I saw took from the body. They were peeling it off its neck, I think. Excellent. Does it bring it all flooding back? Do you remember anything about the thief? How they got this off the body, what they did immediately after? Did they give a full confession? Tell me every detail you remember from this. I just did. Saw them picking it up from the body, and they booked it. That's it? Fiddlesticks. I thought that would trigger a fully realized flashback with cinematic camera angles and everything. Ooh, phew. Okay, two things I remember. I remember the smell. Yeah, sewers aren't exactly the most fragrant of places, you know. Not that, well, yes, that too. But I remember a strong smell before the thief ran into the sewers. Just got a whiff of it through the smell of concentrated poo. And this is going to sound weird, but the smell was familiar. Tell me more about this smell. Can you smell it on this collar? Under the seeped in miasma of sewage? Sure. Can't you smell it? Let me sniff. Ugh. Wait, I see what you mean. There's definitely something else there. And yeah, it's very familiar. I've smelled this before somewhere. You have? What does it smell like to you? Difficult to pick out the nuances through the layers of literal crap. If I had to describe the scent, I'd probably describe it as... Pineapple after 5 unwashed rhinos sat on it. And then farted on it. What? Ridiculous. It has to be at least 6 rhinos. Either that or the sewage has burnt out your nostrils. Nah, that's not quite right either. Maybe more like an orange stuck up the rear end of an elderly turtle. 48 hours. Excuse me, you couldn't be more wrong. It's a tortoise, not a turtle. Wait. I got it. It's the ashtray of an elderly chain-smoking rhino. If you then filled that ashtray with whiskey and orange juice. Close. I was thinking more like apple juice. Oh, pineapple juice. Yes, that's it exactly. Wow, how did you know? I know exactly which drink smells like this. The thief took this collar. Did you smell this? Sure did. Guess I forgot the subsequent blast of sewer smell that came when they opened the lid. Try to remember, did the smell come from the collar? Or from the thief? What, you think I went up to them, shoved my beak in close and inhaled? Though I did get a pretty strong whiff as the thief passed me by. The chances are this smell and the color came from the thief. Meaning either that they spilled that drink on themselves, or they have that drink a lot. I suppose they must have reeked for it to transfer to the collar. What, did they spill the drink on themselves? Either that or it happens to be their favorite drink. You said you recognize the smell, so you're familiar with the drink it comes from. Is that what it is? I was straining my brain, trying to think where I'd smelled it before. So it's what, a cocktail? Yes, and only one speakeasy in town serves a drink that smells and tastes like pineapple juice served in an elderly chain-smoking rhino's ashtray. Wait, you don't mean the back cover? The super secret speakeasy that nobody's supposed to know about? So you know about it? Of course, I go every week. Everybody who's anybody knows about it. It's just that everybody who's nobody isn't supposed to know. Wait, then how did you know about it? Never mind that now. The point being, that smell proves a connection to the back cover. And their house special. And it seems a tragic lack of taste. Couldn't it be something classy like an old-fashioned? Or at least make it the ashtray of an elderly chain-smoking yak? I have to go. Huh? Where are you off to in such a hurry? I need to visit a certain bookstore downtown. Or rather, a super secret speakeasy in the back that no one's supposed to know about. I still can't believe that you actually know about that place. Would they even let you in? Oh, I'm sure they will. It's already been a week since the incident, after all. Be over it by now, I hope. Whatever, I've got somewhere important to be, so if we're done with the questions... Thanks, Francis. Dance on, you crazy diamond. That's kind of why I need to get going. So if you could get a move on, bye. I want to go to the police archives before I go there.
I've never been one to play by the book. Mostly because I can barely read. But sometimes, to solve a case, you've got to play nice with the manimal. That's why I'm headed to the police archives. I want to lay my pretty eyes on what the cops actually found at the scene and check out what they were actually able to piece together for themselves, which probably won't be much. Not like the police do much to solve crime in this city.
There's a big bump and a scream effects. Albert clearly ran over someone else again.
Which is a good thing, sometimes. Hope nobody noticed that.
I wonder if that was actually supposed to be there. Boy, it's an elephant. Welcome to City PD Archives. Can I help you? Yes, I'm interested in evidence for a case I'm investigating. Boy, did you come to the wrong place. Wouldn't the police archives be the right place? You must be new. Expecting me to get out of my chair. Anything else other than him? No? Okay. What do you want? Can't I at least go in the back to check the archives myself? I don't mind doing your job for you. I don't mind checking for myself. Nah. Nah, could you be a bit more specific? Nah, as in I'm forbidden? Nah, as in I need permission? Nah, as in you can't be bothered to get out of your chair and open the door? Nah, as in only people allowed back there are the ones dropping off evidence. Right, and that last thing you said too. Only drop-offs? What about when somebody in your department wants to take another look at things to try and crack the case? You realize that never ever happens, right? There. So the only time anyone goes back there is to drop off evidence? A totally unrelated and casual note. If I had evidence for a case, how would I submit it? You'd follow the procedure. And what's the procedure? I forget. You're really bad at the whole elephant thing, huh? Calm down. No need to get hot under the collar. I'm not... Wait. Hot under the collar, did you say? I've got some evidence for an ongoing case burning a hole in my fur. Can I give it to you, or... No, wait. I just remember the procedure. Any evidence has got to be properly bagged, wrapped, whatever. Can't just take it as is. There's a wrapping station over there. We were using it for the annual police Christmas wrapping charity drive. We earned 1 whole quarter. What did you mean that it came to the wrong place? All case evidence is filed here, right? Filed. Sure. What's that supposed to mean? See this trunk? Means I never forget. Means the police department can scrimp on actually maintaining a functional filing system for everything. Means everything just gets chucked in the back and locked away while I retain all the important info. Saves them a whole $1. Okay, well then if you remember everything, maybe you remember the case of the strange cat body that happened the other night? Doesn't ring a bell. This happened literally less than 48 hours ago. What happened to the trunk? Meaning you never forget. I took trunk enhancers. Thanks for your, help. Whatever. Bye. Wrapping station, you say? And he gracefully wrapped the collar. What do you want? Okay, I've wrapped the evidence like you requested. Now, if you could take it and file it under the warehouse cat corpse case. Hold on, I've just remembered another part of the procedure. Why it all has to be wrapped up. Because it protects the integrity of the physical evidence. And it's because it has to be submitted by registered mail or courier. Make sure it gets to us safely. But I'm standing right here ready to hand you the evidence. How much more safely is it going to get to you than that? I mean, you never know. I could drop it in my coffee or something. Besides, I don't feel like working right now. Get a courier to bring it by later. We all know people like this, don't we? What's the procedure for submitting evidence again? Sorry, I forgot. Of course you did. You're not an elephant like me. Once the evidence is properly wrapped, it has to be submitted by registered courier. Door-to-door delivery. I don't know, go find a door that belongs to you or your business and get a courier to come good for pickup, I guess. Thanks for your help. Bye. Alright.
I'm headed to the front cover. A little independent bookstore with one heck of a secret in the back. See, it's a joke. The super secret speakeasy is called the back cover. It's hidden in the back of the store. And look, it was funnier in my head, all right? Wait, this is my head. Anyway, there's only one drink in this town that smells like the ashtray of an elderly chain-smoking rhino filled with only one drink. Served by only this one speakeasy.
Sorry about that.
And as far as I know, only ordered by one particular regular.
How the plot thickens.
I always liked this bookstore. It's cozy, welcoming.
I say, old chap, what are you doing here? Weren't you kicked out of the back room? Hey, can a cat look for some reading material? Of course, old chap. Given your track record, might I recommend some of our guides on DIY repair and legal defense? Either way, suits yourself. What happens in the back room doesn't concern me. What must it have to do with how many copies of The Invisible Monkey we have back there? If you want to get in, talk to Sergey. But I'm afraid you might not get far with him without the new password. Or an abject apology. This duck looks suspicious. Animal Farm was so disappointing. Who wants to read a treatise on proper techniques for running a farm? Fair play. Nope, that's just a letter for letter's sake. Ooh, it's a nice big bookstore. I like bookstores too. That must be Sergey. He's a bear. Cat. Look, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for what happened that time, and that I've learned my lesson. No more licking spilled bourbon from the floor. So, are we good? Yet. Okay. Can I at least go in and express my apologies directly to the bartender? Yet. And how am I supposed to say sorry and have everything forgiven? You don't. Bear. Been working here long? Cool bookstore. I've known the owner a while. My name is... I know who you are, Cat. You are not getting in while Sergey stand watch. Not without password. What about with password? And you are getting in while Sergey stand watch. But Sergey give you very intimidating and judgmental glare as you pass. I'm looking for a book. Do you have Tequila Mockingbird in the back? Nice try, Cat, but password is changed. Your password no good no more. Wait, they changed it already? This password should be good for at least another 2 weeks. They only cycle it once a month. That was before Silly Cat make mess of bar. And stage. And ceiling. Ceiling? I don't remember that. And that is why you never get new password, and you never go back to room again. Blah, blah. Now run along, Silly Cat. Look, let's forget all that password nonsense. Any chance I could, give you something as thanks? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Sergey will accept money. Oh, you and me both, buddy. I'm afraid I've got a temporary case of brokenness. Then Sergey will accept item in trade that can be sold for money. Like what? A kidney would be acceptable. Let's not get too hasty. Let's see what I have to trade. To be honest, I don't have much to offer right now other than a winning smile. Which clearly doesn't seem to be a form of fungible currency, so I'll get back to you on that. I gotta go. Keep guarding that storeroom back there, Sergey. Sorry, Sergey. I'll see you around. Alright, okay, so... let us go to our office.
So, looks like the police archivist is as helpful as the rest of the cops in this city. Screw them. Once I get this caller into the archive, I can look for myself.
Oh, that's true, because he could just teleport in.
And all we'll take is a quick phone call to my local courier.
Who probably wants money.
I sure hope I paid my phone bill.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, there's a dial tone. Guess the check to the phone company didn't bounce. Yet.
Oh, and the ringy-dingy. Playing Velocity Courier. Our speed is our service. We're already there at your destination, handing over your package. Yeah, great, I've got a package to deliver. No problem, we're on our way. I haven't even told you where the package is going. It's 146 1460 Warthog Way. No problem, we'll be there in a jiffy. Our speed is our service. How did you do that? We pride ourselves on our speed. And part of that's knowing where your package is going before you do. Anyway, we're almost there. Don't you need to pick up the package first? I'm at apartment 23, 950 950 Lizard Lane. Got it. We'll be there shortly. Remember, our speed is our service.
Huh. That was weird. I wonder if... Wow, that was fast.
Oh, that was a creepy knock. I almost got jump scared by a fox at the door. Here for pickup, sir. Okay, that's impressively fast. We aim to impress, sir. Like our motto says, our speed is our service. Just hand me the package. I'll be off in a jiffy. Don't I have to pay you or something? No need. For the sake of convenience and speed, we've already billed your bank account for the full amount. That's... Hey, wait a minute. I didn't... You know what? Never mind. Let's just get this over with. Here's the pack. Got it. On the way. We'll let you know once delivery is complete. Remember, our speed is our service. I like the jacket.
There goes a fox who loves his job, I guess.
Oh, a foxy lady.
Okay. Maybe he loves it a bit too much.
I know your speed is your service, but this has now gone from impressively speedy to unnecessarily speedy. How am I supposed to fit in a cat nap if you don't take your... Time? Excuse me, Mr.
The
Wilde.
minute she walked into my office, I knew she was bad news.
She must be the lady who left her note.
The kind of bad news when you order the seafood special and the waiter tells you they're all out. And now you're all disappointed.
Mr. Wilde?
She was all doe eyes and wolfish smile. Or maybe the other way around.
Hello?
Her canine coyness setting my feline feelings on edge.
Mr. Wilde, is anyone in there? Oh, she's French. Okay. Depends on who you ask. What can I do for you, Miss, G? Just Mrs. G will do. Did you get my note? Note. It's the note I left yesterday on your door. Oh yeah, I totally remember. Your note. Totally. So you're, MG, right? Yes, that is me. MG for Mrs. G. An ironclad alias. Good. Can't be too careful in this city. What seems to be the trouble, Mrs. G? I am having some troubles in my life right now, and I want to hire you to help me. My accent's gonna be all over the place with her, I'm sorry. What sort of trouble? Wait a minute, let me guess. Someone's blackmailing you with a dark and dirty secret. I can tell by the twitch of your tail. What? That obviously begs the question. What or who have you been sleeping with? Teddy bear? Or maybe a polar bear's more your style. Mr. Wilde, I thought you said you received my note. You did, yes. And I read it very carefully, including the bit about, Oh, right. You wanted to talk about your husband. Let me guess, your husband is... He's missing. You came home one day and he just vanished without a trace. That's why there's tear tracks in the fur around your eyes. Wait, that was just the onions. And you came to me because you knew I would stick my nose in every flea hole in this city, that I wouldn't rest until I found your husband and brought him home. Actually, I know exactly where my husband is. He's in his room. Well, that's not much of a mystery for me to solve then, is it? Glad I was able to help. I'll send you my bill. You are not listening. My husband is not coming out of his room, and he's not letting me in. He might be doing, private things. For a month? Okay, yeah, that's a bit much. Do you know why he's refusing to leave his room? No, that is why I had to hire you, Mr. Wilde. I want to know why my beloved Eddie suddenly shut me out. You think I can figure it out? I suppose you are technically a detective from what I've heard. Sorry, man, but I'm a busy cat. I'm currently butt glands deep in a murder case. Well, maybe not murder, but there's a dead body and a mystery, so that's almost as good as a murder. I really don't have time to play marriage counselor. I'll pay you triple your usual rate. I will make the time to play marriage counselor.
The minute she walked into my office, I knew she was good news. The kind of good news when you order the seafood special and you get an extra prawn on the side.
Okay, I'm gonna have to cut out all the voices because I'm killing my throat again, and it's not even been an hour. Mr. Wilde, are you monologuing? Oh, just part of my full detective service, ma'am. As is investigating, so why not sit down and tell me all about it? While we'll build the hour. Actually, I cannot stay. I'm on the way to a doctor's appointment. So I cannot tell you anything right now. That will make the investigation harder, to be sure. But it's fine. I like a challenge. Especially if it means I get to rack up my bill. I know, why don't you come by our place? I'll have time later to answer your questions, and maybe you can speak to Eddie. Here, I have our address written down. When you have a moment, please come. I'm out of my mind about poor Eddie, and you're the best. You're technically a hope I have. I'll put that on my business card, ma'am. I'll drop by later then.
Well, that's a lucky gig that definitely has nothing to do with the big case. Good thing, too, seeing as the big case ain't paying. Now, crap. What was I doing before she showed up? Oh, right. The plot's calling. Maybe I should wait. Hard to organize a courier pickup if you're not around to do any of the, well, organizing.
Then why did you start me staring at the... Oh. Hello? Good news, sir. Your package has been delivered. Gotta take my hat off for your speedy service. Mind you, I don't wear a hat, so never mind. Tell me, did you see where they put the package? Like, say, in the back rooms or something? Didn't stick around to see, sir. Had to rush to the next job. As I always say, speed is our service. Yeah, I get it. Well, thanks anyway. Is there any...
Guess their wrap-up is as fast as their delivery.
No.
Now what? Who is it this time?
Geez, that knock. Oh, I can play darts.
I get a lot of hard work done in this office. And by hard work, I mean working on my high score.
Oh, I can't play darts. Okay.
Who is it now? The courier with my package again. Mrs. G, with more about the case.
Oh, it's my neighbor. No, just me with some leftover casserole, sweetie. Want any? Deb, you're a lifesaver. How come you always treat me so well? Well, judging by all the new clients and jobs you're working on, I figure it won't be long before you end up in legal trouble again. Which means I'll be paying another piglet's way through college. Right. Well, thanks for the casserole. And the ride earlier. And the ride I'll be calling for later, probably. Don't mention it. I'll send you my invoice. And I will not pay it.
And I will ignore it, but feel real bad about it.
At least we have an understanding.
That's right. Illegal in the eyes of prohibition. I'm just another criminal. Me and every other animal in this crazy messed up town. Whatever. If I'm taking down big crimes, I say I get to have a little crime as a treat. On the rocks.
I feel like I can go now. Yeah, okay. Probably I should go to the clock shop. Look at me driving, I'm so cute. Because if I'm here at the clock shop, I can teleport. Oh, it got choppy all of a sudden.
They'll
The
have filed
archives.
the caller under the evidence for my case by now. Which means
I hope
they'll
so.
teleport right into the file I need to see.
I hope so.
Hope their file folders are big and sturdy enough to contain my awesomeness.
I hope so. He's such a handsome man. Something about cats in three-piece suits. Oh, I should have
What
known.
a garbage can.
The circular
They
file.
threw the caller in the garbage. Glad to see the city PD is filing its evidence with due care and process. Something to look forward to while I look up the case file.
Just keep winding up in stinky places.
Let's see. Case 263. Received noise complaint in regards to a Husky convention. Interviewed the organizer for official statement. Awoo. I'd say our tax dollars at work, but not like I pay my taxes anyway. Anyway, that's not it. Case 111. Traffic accident on East 3rd. Suspects, an illegal ring of Armadillo street racers. Based off scale impressions taken from victim's face.
Oh my.
No, this isn't it. You'd think weird cat corpse case files would be easy to find.
But what are you gonna do? You file it under C for cat corpse?
Mind
or
you,
W for weird?
Maybe it would be if I knew the first thing about filing systems.
I mean, they also don't seem to be big on filing, so.
Case 419. Another complaint lodged against Albert Wilde. Hey, that's me. Wait. How many other complaints against me are in here? Too many to go through, and still no sign of the file I need. All right. Doing one more than throwing up my paws.
Well, luckily, there's only one more thing for me to click on.
Case 5990. Unusual feline body discovered in... Wait, this is it. This is the entire police file for the case. This is every piece of evidence, every note taken. This is a joke, right? There's like 2 pages in here.
Well, they didn't have long before they closed
And
the
half
case.
a page is just a stick figure drawing of the body with a frowny face.
I hope it has X's for eyes, otherwise how would you know it was dead?
Body found under, This bit's partly crossed out. Implosion, then explosion, then hole in roof. That's odd. Body appears to be a small feline consistent with case 4666.
Now it feels like I'm in an SCP.
As such, no further investigation needed or authorized. Send all case materials to janitorial to be recycled as toilet paper. Maybe it's a good thing their filing system is as deficient as their investigation skills.
I'll say.
I'd hate to be fishing scraps of paper off Officer Hippo's rear end.
Oh, is that his last name? I thought he was Officer.
Case 4666. So something like this
That's
has
an
happened
ominous
before.
number.
Sounds like
It's
I
2
need to
ominous
do
numbers.
some more reading,
It's 4 ominous numbers.
which is a sentence I never thought I'd be saying. Case 4666. Here we go. Dated a few months prior. Let's see what's in here.
You'd think they'd have just gotten rid of that one too.
A lot of redactions. That's what.
It really is like an SCP.
I haven't seen this many strike-throughs and black marker on a piece of paper since the last time a lady gave me her number.
Ouch.
The whole case file is redacted to heck and back. How am I supposed to make out any of it? Hang on. There are some bits where the marker started dying. Guess police funding didn't extend to their stationery supply.
That's why they need to do the wrapping drive.
A little squinting with my keen feline eyes, and I can make out cat. I guess that's something.
Not really.
Come on, eyeballs.
Do your thing.
Strain. Strain harder. Narrow those pupils. Is that appeared? Unusual, unknown, roof hole. Sounding awful familiar. Something about released into custody. What? Some evidence. Property.
The victim?
Another body. Someone living. And released to who? Claimant. Parties involved, including...
It's just raising more questions.
Ugh, I can barely make out the letters. Let's see. D. Dom. Dom D.
Dom D.
Dom D. Wait. They couldn't mean
Dom D's nuts.
Dom the Dolphin.
It
The
couldn't
terror
be.
of 10th Street. Head of the Sharks and Shirts gang.
How can they be menacing? They're aquatic.
They say if you cross him, sleep with the fishes. That's because he locks you in a fish cannery for the night.
Oh no, well that sounds like it would be okay for us.
Best botch job of my life.
But
Really.
yeah, I was gonna say.
Ugh, can't quite make it out. Ren. No, Ran. Utan.
Oh, an orangutan.
Wait. Gutan. Orangutan. Head of the hairy apes. Even I know about them. And that's really saying something. I thought they kept to their side of 10th Street.
All 10th Street
Yes,
stuff.
orang's got a long reach. You know, being an orangutan and
Yeah,
all.
that's fair.
M-A-N. Wait. Manny
the Mantis.
Again.
He did seem to know more than he was letting on. In fact, he let on that he knew more than he was
Is
letting
that
on.
twice he's gotten involved in these cat cases? Wait. Never mind. That's an I, not an A. I should actually learn to read someday. M-I-N-K-Y-J-O.
M-O-U-S-E.
Minky. The Mink Jones.
I wonder if he's a mink.
He runs the Rabid Rodents gang, I think. So not the underworld boss I thought it was. Just another underworld boss. So, one cat case, 3 names. All prominent members of the criminal underworld. Counting Manny the Mantis in my case, and that makes...
Poor Albert.
Hang on. Let me get out my calculator.
Come on, that's how many fingers you have on your paw.
4 underworld bosses, all involved somehow with weird cases involving weird cats. Which means
I don't know.
absolutely nothing to me, given I don't know the first thing about the criminal underbelly of this town.
I mean, you knew about the crocodiles.
I'm too busy minding my own underbelly, thanks. It's getting a little saggy.
You and me both, Albert, you and me both.
Besides, how am I supposed to know the secret ins and outs of this town's criminal underworld? Not like I work in a job where that information would be useful or anything.
But Albert, you did know the...
No.
never mind.
I'm gonna need to run this info by someone who knows this stuff.
Benny.
Someone who's not only seen this city's seedy underbelly, but who's given it a scritch and a rub while saying, "Who has the cutest criminal underbelly? That's you." Which rules out pretty much every cop in this town, meaning I'll need to find someone who's actually part of that world. But where would I find them? Not here, that's for sure.
Right. Oh, hello. Don't mind me.
Alright, now the tough part. How to get out of here. I'm
Just use the
imagining
door.
that since this is all their classified files, it must be under pretty heavy lock and key.
I mean,
They
remember the
apparently
elephant?
forgot to actually lock.
Oh, maybe Manny's
Great
gave him a deal.
elephanting, I gotta say.
Hey, you're not supposed to be here. I'm calling the police. Aren't you the police? Damn it, you're right. Does that mean I have to call myself? Does that mean I have to actually work? That's not what I took this job for. Right, well, while you work that out, speaking of calling people who are supposed to be helpful, I should probably call for a ride. Can I borrow your phone? You know what? If you can easily leave before I have to actually do anything, please do. Thanks for giving me a ride, Deborah. Again. You do seem to be needing a lift a lot today. Not that I mind, but have you considered taking the bus? In this city? You realize the giant police force budget means no budget for transit, right? You'd be lucky if a bus came every other ice age. I'm just saying, as much as I'm happy with the arrangement, bus fare is less than my retainer. Again, in this city, I wouldn't be so sure. Besides, I'm a detective. I've got an image to maintain. Hard-boiled. Worldly-wise. The kind of guy who's too cool to take a bus. I mean, you're currently sitting on a sticky lollipop my daughter left on the back seat, so...
Hard-boiled detective.
Why did I come here? Oh, because that's where I left my car. Never mind. Let's go see Mrs. G.
You might be wondering why I'm bothering with this dull-as-dishwater domestic dispute, particularly at a time when there's dead cats, implosions, criminal conspiracies, and teleporting callers that defy the laws of physics. And to you, I say, first off, who are you?
Good question.
What the hell are you doing in my car? Get out. But secondly, a cat's gotta eat.
True.
Often and on demand.
He's a free feeder.
With some nice clean water that a cat'll then refuse because they saw a tiny hair floating on top.
Yeah, we don't want that water. It has bacteria in it.
Anyway, eating requires money. It's a whole thing. And thanks to the beasts in blue, it sounds like this big cat case isn't exactly going to result in anything fungible.
How about something non-fungible?
I don't even like fungi. So for the sake of my stomach, I'm willing to swallow my pride.
But if you eat fungi, it doesn't take up mushroom.
Along with whatever food I can buy with my payment for figuring out this husband's midlife crisis. How hard can it be? He's only been holing up in his room for a month. I'm sure whatever caused that has to be super duper minor.
Uh-oh. Subtle foreshadowing. Oh, fancy place you got here, lady. Ah, Mr. Wilde. Thank you so much for coming. Please come in. Well, thank you, ma'am. You're very kind. And by kind, I mean generous. And by generous, I mean financially generous. But you know, nice and friendly too. And what a charming apartment you have. The apartment of a sweet, generous lady who hopefully likes being praised and responds generously. Ah, you flatter me, detective. Keep at it. Oh, yes, great apartment. Love it all. The couch, the tables, the rug, the windows. The hole in the ceiling. The incredibly large hole in the middle of the living room. Well, that is nothing at all. Just some construction we have on the go. We're making a skylight.
A skylight that looks a little bit too much like another skylight at a certain crime scene. Either there's a crazed contractor on the loose, installing giant hole skylights all over the city, or...
Would you like some tea or coffee? Feel free to ask me anything. Or knock on my husband's door if you want to see what I'm dealing with. Why don't you tell me a bit more, Mrs. G? Let's talk about before your husband hid in his room. How were things up to then? Things were good? Not sure what things you mean. I mean... How would you describe your relationship before your husband locked himself in his room? Normal? I see. So was he sleeping with someone else? Were you sleeping with someone else? Did anyone know about you sleeping with someone else? Were you sleeping with whoever that was? What? Where do you get your definition of normal? Only the best soap operas on the radio. So you're saying things weren't like that? No, everything was fine. We barely ever argued, except... Let's just say my husband does not exactly help with cooking. Or cleaning. Or almost anything in the house. At least the one bright side of all this, with him in his room, it's a lot easier to keep the apartment clean. But oh, the mess the bedroom must be in by now. You've got to help me bring my dear husband out, so I can give the room a proper scrub. Tell me more about this skylight you're building in your wall. Oh, well, you know, when inspiration strikes, ha ha ha. Can't say I do know. My inspiration is usually on strike. You're a very funny cat. But yes, I just think one day I want a big skylight. Big enough for sun, big enough for blue sky. Big enough for a large body to fit through. Odd request for a feature, but I'm not an interior designer, so what do I know? How long have you been working on this skylight? Oh, I'd say maybe a month. Month and a bit. You know how things go with contractors and things. Didn't you say your husband's been hiding in his bedroom for a month? Maybe he just wanted to be out of the way during construction. Maybe he didn't like the draft. Not that, Detective. The skylight was there for at least a little time before my husband went into his room. Something else has happened, and I need you to learn what. Tell me what you can about the day Mr. G holed up in his room. Don't leave anything out. Alright, well, first thing in the morning, I went into the bathroom, started, pooping, and... Okay, maybe leave some things out. Skip to when you last saw him out of the room. What happened? Well, I was getting ready to go out. I had season tickets to the local ballet. I never miss a single performance unless I'm on fire and being flayed by knives. Mr. G, though, he wouldn't attend a single performance unless he was on fire and being flayed by knives, so he decided to go out with his friends. A healthy modern marriage in action. Did he seem at all odd, or... No, he was his usual sweet self. Gave me a kiss on the cheek, told me to have a good time at the ballet, and my god, did I. He's German. Okay. It was absolutely amazing. The lead swan was outstanding, so light on her webbed feet, and there was this one particularly handsome flamingo who... Maybe we should focus on your husband. Oh, right. When I got back, he wasn't home yet, but I didn't think anything of it. I went out for a walk, and by the time I got back, he was in our room. But when I went to go to sleep myself, the door was locked, and he held it shut and screamed at me to go away and that he didn't trust me. At first, I thought he was joking, then I thought he just had a bad headache. But by the next day, I realized he wasn't coming out or letting me in. And it's been like that since, huh? You've got no idea what triggered the sudden behavior in him? You think I would be so desperate as to hire you if I knew anything? I imagine you've been able to talk with your husband through the bedroom door. Has he explained anything or said anything unusual? Besides the fact that I'm apparently a demon dog and that I'm going to gobble him up? So a regular quarrel between spouses then. Are you single? Because I'm beginning to see why. Just pure bad luck and nothing else, clearly. So it's not just the hiding that's weird, but the way he suddenly turned on you. She used to think I was the bestest of girls. Oh, she's a German Shepherd. I'm an idiot. I thought she was a wolf. She's a German Shepherd. He even used to call me his beloved ballerina. But now he either stays quiet or he yells at me to go away, to leave him alone, that he knows I'm out to get him. Get him? How? Horrible things like I will kill him, or kidnap him, or tie him up in the way he doesn't like. As opposed to the way he does like? My, won't you try the cake I made? It's lemon poppy seed. I'd like to know more about the interesting lady behind the wallet. I mean, behind the case. Tell me about yourself. What do you want to know? Anything, really. How do you spend your days? Oh, nothing exciting. I bake, I clean. I go out with a very special group of friends. I keep busy so I do not face existential dread over never getting to do what I really wanted in life. Usual things. Relatable. I wanted to be a professional bed tester, but I fell asleep too quickly to give any useful feedback. Still haunts me whenever I have to get out of bed. If I made it, I'd never have to leave my bed again. I don't think that's how it would work. I wanted to be a ballerina so bad. When I was a child, I made myself a dress out of swan feathers so I could pretend to dance to Swan Lake. How come you didn't pursue it? Because the swan I plucked the feathers from was, how you say, pissed off and sued for emotional damages and treatment for baldness. By the time my parents settled out of court, they couldn't afford ballet lessons for me. Even now, I can't afford it. Sorry to hear that. It's fine, my friends say we will afford soon. Then I have all the lessons I want. Oh, who are these friends? Sounds like you have some nice but weirdly ominous sounding friends. I'm curious, what does the G stand for? Gesundheit. I didn't sneeze. No, that's my husband's actual last name. Mr. and Mrs. Gesundheit. I said I didn't... Oh, I see what you mean. Your last name is Gesundheit? I didn't sneeze. And actually, Gesundheit is short for the full name. Which is... Gesunder Flammenwerf... let's try this again. Gesunder Flammenwerfereinholdheit. Gesundheitsflammen Werfereinholdheit. Gesundheitsflammen Werfereinholdheit. Close enough. Bless you. Yeah, you see that? It is better for us to shorten it and use Gesundheit. I didn't sneeze. Now you see why we just go by Mr. and Mrs. G. Never mind your life story right now. Let's get back to your husband for a minute. Do we have to? I was enjoying talking about my favorite subject, myself. Thanks, Mrs. G. That should be enough for my investigation for the moment. You say so, although you don't seem any closer to solving the issue. Well, if I could figure it out just by talking to you, then surely you could have figured it out yourself. Knock, knock. Go away, Mr. G. My name's Albert Wilde. I'm a detective. Your wife hired me to... I knew it. I knew you were working with her. You're one of her little gang of murderous cultists, aren't you? No, that's not what a detective is. Either that or I mixed up the flyers at the employment center. I don't believe you. I won't trust anyone working with her. She can't be trusted. I know her secret. What secret? I'm not talking while she's there. She's listening. I'm not saying a darn thing with her in the apartment. That's gonna make my job difficult, seeing as I'm here to find out why you locked yourself in your room. I ain't here to make your job easy. If you're doing a job for her, then I'll make your job as hard as I can. He seems nice. I couldn't help but notice you had an interesting hole in the living room. Care to comment about that? Not while she's around. It's her thing anyway, ask her. He's gonna say no about everything, probably. Let's start with the basics. How come you've locked yourself away in your bedroom? To protect myself from her. That she-wolf. Why, what did she do? She's right there listening, isn't she? Or you're going to tell her everything I say. You really think I'm going to tell you anything? I mean, that would be helpful. I'm just here to get to the bottom of why you're acting this way. I'll just bet you are, so my wife can find out. And once I tell you, I'm dead meat. Mutton. Murder. That doesn't exactly sound like a reasonable response. And how about this as a reasonable response? I ain't saying a thing, well, she's here to hear it. You know what? I'm not going to bother her. He's just going to keep saying the same thing. Get out of here, lady. What can I do for you, detective? I had a chat with your husband, and he made it clear he's not talking while you're around. Oh, my poor Mr. G. I guess he's not going to talk about what is bothering him. Maybe it might be an idea for you to just step outside for a minute while I try and talk him around to get to the bottom of what's up. I can't do that. What kind of wife would I be if I wasn't there the moment my dear wayward hubby came out of hiding? The kind of wife who didn't make that sound vaguely ominous, maybe? 9. I do not leave this apartment unless it is absolutely vitally important. Like going to the ballet, for example. You left the apartment to come see me. Am I vitally important then? No, I had 2 other vitally important things to do and I fit you in between them. Groceries in the fur salon, you see. Have to do those. But now I've got food in the house, my fur is all done nice. And I'm not leaving for anything short of the best ballet outing I've ever had. You've mentioned ballet a few times. Are you a fan? Yes, I love ballet so much. I watched it on like 900 times. I want to spend every minute watching them doing ballet. If ballet was an animal, I'd marry them. Yes, I'm a bit of a fan, I suppose. I think I've been... I love going to see the local ballet company every week. Watching the graceful dancers makes me feel graceful too, yeah? But what I would really love is to be that graceful, you know? I want to dance like that. Why don't you learn how? Take some lessons. Have you seen the price of ballet lessons? I can't afford that. You may be able to if you didn't spend your money on going to see the ballet every week. Never. I would never give up seeing my ballet. Though I would love the chance to take ballet lessons. If only I knew a dance instructor who could cut me a deal. Dance instructor, huh? Yeah, if only if only you knew one. That's all for now. To the dance studio.
If I had a nickel for every time knowing Lily saved my furry behind on this case, I'd have 2 nickels. Which is frankly more money than I've had in years. I'm fairly certain that Joe will have my fur if he catches me skulking around his wife's window. But what other choice do I have?
Go to the the dance studio?
Ask Mrs. G politely to step out of the apartment.
I mean, I tried that, didn't work.
Wait until she has another appointment.
Bust my
Come
mind.
up with some other excuse.
Set her on fire and just play her with knives.
Now that I say them aloud, those all sound like they'd have been good ideas. Oh well, Lily's lessons it is.
Couldn't I just go to the front of her house? Right. Oh, at least the thing is still down. That'll make it a bit easier to climb on it. Billy? Lily, it's me. Open up and let me in. So, you frustrating feline, what brings you to my window again? Do I need a reason to see your gorgeousness in the flesh, my sweet? Considering how Joe would react, yes, I think you do need a reason. At least you wouldn't be here without a reason. Am I that transparent? It's one of the few things I find cute about you, actually. Anyway, why are you really here? You need more dance classes? Actually, I need dance classes for someone else. Ballet lessons, more specifically. Ballet for someone who's the lucky lady. Potentially a suspect who I need to get out of the way non-lethally, I mean. Anyway, can you give ballet lessons? I figure you can. I mean, it's not like ballet is any different than any other kind of dancing, right? It is in fact very different, but you're in luck because I do teach ballet lessons. As you would know if you remembered what I said about my lessons earlier. Oh, that was like at least 10 scenes ago, wasn't it? I can't remember what happened 10 seconds ago. Too true, my friend. Too true. Anyway, yes, I can give this friend of yours lessons. I've even got a professional ballerina in 3 lessons package if they're interested. Great, do you have a coupon? Yes, why do you ask? Could I get the coupon? Just that, or I think this lady really needs the discount. So you're saying you want me to give this friend of yours ballet lessons at less than my usual rate, ensuring I lose money and time in the process. If you're going to lose money, you shouldn't have put your coupon that low. Yes. You're lucky you're so adorable. After a while. Alright, here's the info on the classes. Here's the coupon for your friend. Here's a still image of a ladder. Oh, it's me. Okay. Oh, I don't have a monologue. Ah, detective. Have you found any leads on what is troubling my dear husband? Let me know if I can help. Well, you could help by leaving. What can I do for you, detective? Hey, if you're interested in ballet, I happen to know a great dance instructor who's got a good deal going on right now. Ooh, let me see. My God. Become a professional ballerina in 3 easy lessons? Buy 2, get 1 free? This is everything I've ever wanted. This coupon, it's for me? Thank you, Mr. Wilde. I'm sorry I had all those incredibly insulting thoughts about you. Oh, I'm used to it. Better get going, though. Class will be starting in an hour or 2. Yes, but my husband. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him. Or, on his door, I guess. All part of the investigation, you know. If you say so. Right now, I'm more interested in important things. Like my new ballet career. Look out, swans, a new prima ballerina is on the prowl. And she left. That was easy.
Phew. She's gone. Maybe now the husband will give me some better answers. Or any answers.
Hello? Go away. Leave me alone. I'm not talking while that she-wolf is listening in. Good news, your wife mysteriously received some discounted ballet lessons. She's left for class. It's just you and me. Yeah, right. Why should I trust that? Look out your window if you don't believe me. She should be getting into her car right now. Huh, so she is. Well, that's good. I was scared having her around still. Scared? Why? What did she do? Hang on, just because she's out of the house doesn't mean you're not also out to get me. Give me one good reason to trust you. Come on, can't you tell from all my awesome agency and focus that I'm the main character? I don't know, but I can tell that you're an asshole. I mean, you're not wrong. But that doesn't mean I'm not the hero of the story. Sounds like something a stupid self-deluded villain would say. Besides, it's not just my wife. She's just part of something bigger, I tell ya. It's a conspiracy. A conspiracy. But why am I bothering? You're not gonna believe me. No one's gonna believe me. Nothing about the situation would ever happen to anyone else. You'd be surprised. This is going to sound wild, but this hole in your living room, I've seen one like it before at a crime scene. More importantly, it's not the only case I found. Police have another case on file with a similar hole in a building. They did? Well, you could just be saying that they did. You want the case number? You mean the case number that I'd have no way of checking if it's real or not? Yeah, that case number. Yeah, you're gonna have to do a lot better than that to convince me you're not yanking my leash. Besides, even if you're telling the truth, you don't get it. This isn't just 1 or 2 or even 3 weird things happening. You'll just think that's a weird coincidence. Actually, I'm kind of thinking the opposite. It's a conspiracy, man. A capital C conspiracy. Is that how you spell conspiracy? I'm actually kind of bad at spelling. See what I mean? Either you're one of those lemmings who doesn't see a conspiracy right in front of their eyes, or you're part of it, man. That's an interesting leap of logic. Whatever. Try talking to me when your eyes are open and you realize something bigger than all of us is going on. So, your wife, what's this about her being an awful murder killer who kicks puppies? All this time, I thought she was so sweet, so kind. A real sheep in wolf's clothing. Oh, so she is a wolf. She looked like a wolf in wolf clothing to me, but you don't know her. I didn't know her, but now I do. I know what she did. You don't know what she's done. Which is why I'm trying to ask. Honestly, is asking questions and getting new information a new concept to you? I can't tell you. You'll think I'm insane. That ship is fast leaving port already. I don't think anything you could say would speed up that process. Even if I say she's a crazed cultist bent on ritual sacrifice and luring strange monsters into our home? Take it back. Leave me alone, detective. You won't believe me. No one will believe me. Nobody's seen anything like what I've seen. Anything I can do to tempt you out? Maybe a nice plate full of food? Don't need it. I got snacks. I'm good. You sure? I could cook something with some mouth-watering aroma. Fried onions, maybe? Fresh baked bread? Melting chocolate? Slightly mature salmon fillet? Would any of that smell tempt you to come out? Nope. Not even all together at once. Ugh, especially not all together at once. Fine, maybe a drink? Water? Tea? Shot of whiskey? Thanks, but no thanks. I ain't coming out even for my favorite drink. Well, that's good, because I don't actually have any whiskey on me. Phew. Right, good talk. I'll leave you to it then, and whatever you're doing in there. Huh. Oh, there we go.
It looks like something blew a hole in the ceiling.
Yeah, did it implode or did it explode?
And as far as I can tell, whatever it was is way bigger than the dead mini kitty.
Do you think he found a, oh no, because this would have been, the hole would have been there before he... Well, there's nothing else to do here. Alright, what if I... I'm gonna try going back to the evidence locker. See if I can steal some of the evidence to present to him. Oh, no, it's in my own pocket. Never mind.
I guess teleporting, although
Yeah.
either that, maybe I better not chance it.
Better not chance it. Did say not to do it after all. Where else would I go? I don't remember. What's the market? Oh, it's the crime scene. Oh no, it's where it's this place. I don't know if I want to be here. You paying for a paper or what? Oh wait, you're broke. Move it. Alright. Never mind then. So I need some way to convince him. You again? What do you want? Never mind. It's being utterly unhelpful. Oh, they left something
Body's
behind.
been removed.
Oh, never mind. They
Along
didn't
with
leave
the
something
jaunty
behind.
little chalk outline they're supposed to draw around it. Floor's been wiped clean. Damn it. What am I supposed to crouch over looking pensive now? No respect for the art, I swear. You never know there was glass here. Looks as clean as my butthole after 6 hours of licking.
Yeah.
Whoever's cleaning up this crime scene, they should be cleaning up the streets. Literally. They still haven't swept up the glass on the sidewalk from that time my client helped me through that window.
Alright, well I know that they sealed that shut, so we'll leave that be. I wonder what else we could do. Is there something, can I phone somebody?
I'm pretty sure the chief won't want to hear from me again right now, or ever.
Alright.
A news clipping of the first case I ever solved. I was so proud. It's really insightful and well written. For an obituary.
Whoops. Isn't Betty's office just next to mine? Oh, no, Betty is the doe, right? Oop. Oh, I can't even talk to her. Okay. Alright, so what am I missing here? Can I help you, old chap? So, I figure a smart, educated, worldly animal like you has got to have figured out the new password by now. I didn't have to, they told me. Oh, well that makes it easy. What's the new password then? Sorry, chap. I'd tell you, except for the bit where they told me you're the last animal in the world I'm allowed to tell it to. Yeah, right. Like I'd be the last animal to tell next to all the cops working vice in this city. You are literally lower on the list than them, right? Yes. Alright. What the heck? Might as well do some shopping while I'm here. Any good books you think I'd like? You can read? Hey, I read a lot. Reading parking tickets counts, right? Well, old chap, given your limited tastes, perhaps something classic will expand your palate. Perhaps of Mice and More Mice. Ooh, is that a cookbook? My dear chap, it's a tragic tale of the animal condition and how society crushes the dreams of the lower classes. Okay, but do they eat at the end? Just saying that the title alone is making my mouth water. Third guy, he's the new bouncer. I mean, the new totally legitimate shelf stalker, right? That's right. I wouldn't try my luck with him, though. I saw what happened to the last person who tried to get in without a password. What happened to them? They were firmly turned away from the door. How ghastly, if only they'd greased their paws a little. How would greasy paws help? Do you have to wrestle him or something? No, I mean... Well, you didn't hear this from me, but the fine folk in the back are paying for petrifying Sergei in pennies from a seat cushion. And not a nice seat cushion either. He never complains, he just has been known to get conveniently distracted when someone gives him money, food, clothing, pretty much anything really. How's business? The business of selling books, I mean. Not the other business. Oh, about as well as a little independent bookstore can be doing in this economy. Which is to say terribly. Luckily, the other business is doing quite well, thanks very much. They pay me a cut to stand out here surrounded by books all day, so I'm not fussed. All this business has to do is present a respectable front. So, fair to say that the front cover is a cover for the back cover? Of course, dear boy. Don't you know how books work? Oh, you meant the other thing. Yes, that too. If a very contrite and currently sober former patron wanted to get into, you know, the back rooms, wink wink, how would he go about it? Well, first he'd have to be slightly less obvious about the surreptitious winking. Hang on. Wink. 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 Hang on. As you know, he'd also need the password. The current password, not the password he knew last week. That's it. I wouldn't have to do anything else, like make a personal apology or pay for the dry cleaning. My dear chap, a password's a password. If you know it, you have to go in. What else are they supposed to do? Turn me away anyway? Sounds like someone doesn't know how passwords work. I just wanted to apologize for the incident that happened in the back. Oh, no skin off my nose, dear chap. If anything, you helped out my end of the business. I sold a lot of how to get stains out of fabric and body disposal methods books. I said I was sorry. Did you? I heard you were drunk and yelling very insalubrious things about a customer's mother. Hey, the old dame deserved it. She can throw a mean right hook. Alright, thanks very much. Do you have anything else to say? I want a new romance novel, but I can't decide between Animals Field Park or Taken by the Tender Tortoise. Oh. I doubt that he'll have anything new to say, but... Go away. I'm not going to sit here and have you refuse to see that this is a conspiracy. I'm not talking until you see it, too. I mean, I see it, but, fine. Alright, so... Can't go to the dance studio right now, because she's doing the dance studio. I've been to the crime scene. The market and the crime scene are basically the same thing. This is the first time I feel like I've gotten stuck in this. Oh, I can't go to my neighbor. Okay. I'll talk to Sergey. I don't have anything to give him. Cat. I guess I don't need it anymore. Alright, here's the gift I have for you. A collar. Not just any collar. A stylish designer collar made from authentic material. And as you can probably smell, it carries its own unique fragrance. Singular collector's item. Okay, I'll assume the fact that you're shoving it into your pocket like it's a discarded candy wrapper means that you accept my gift. So I can just go in now? Niet. What? But I gave you a gift and everything. You give Sergey a gift that Sergey would need to pay Sucker to take off Boz. Sergey not owe you anything, Cat. Fine, keep it then. Not like I want it for some incredibly genius plan involving teleportation or anything. Not like I wanted or anything. Right. You keep guarding the storeroom back there. Right, my incredible genius plan. I had that incredible genius plan all the time. Totally. I knew exactly what I was doing when I gave him the collar and then proceeded to teleport into his pocket. I mean, hopefully not directly into his pocket, but we'll see.
Time to see where the bouncer put my collar.
Probably
Surely
another
somewhere
garbage can.
safe as befits a valuable bribe. I mean, gift.
I'm
Either
gonna
I
guess
end
it's...
up in the bar itself, or somewhere where I can listen for the passwords. Either way, I'm gonna be
Oh no,
pretty.
he's too confident. He's too confident. Yeah. Everywhere I go, this collar goes, it's just stinky.
What am I doing out here in the garbage? I was supposed to teleport to where the collar was. So surely I should be in the back of the bar. Or the bouncer's wallet. A safe vault? Heck, maybe a nice little shadow box frame on the wall for displaying it. Wait, did that guy throw away the perfectly nice collar I flagrantly bribed him with?
I mean, it did smell.
Just another sign of how rotten this city is.
SMH, people don't even stay
A
bribed
place
anymore.
where flagrant bribes aren't treated with the respect they
Close enough.
deserve. Speaking of which, I guess I should pick my flagrant bribe up, huh?
Alright, well, I mean, it got me to a new location at least.
Phew. Smells like my flagrant bribe has become a fragrant bribe. Wait. No, that's just me.
No, I'm not a bribe.
Dang. And I thought I'd come up with a real zinger there.
Wah, 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 wah.
Someone's coming. Quick. Hide.
Who are you talking to? Oh. Couple of sussy ducks. Sorry about this, sweetie. I was worried about you. What happened? And how did you get so drunk? The funniest story. I was looking for that book I told you about. I asked my spare if they had a copy of A Mandrill for All Seasons in the back. He said they did, but when you let me back there to check, they didn't have it. You know what they had? Lots and lots of booze. What? Why did you drink it? I didn't want to be rude. Oh, never mind. Let's just get you home.
That's it. A mandrill for all seasons. The key I need to get where
I have
I'm
to
going.
say, mandrill is one of those animals that sounds like a tacky 70s villain or 80s horror movie. Mandrill.
All thanks to my feline sense of stealth.
Wah. Oh, by the way, sweetie, who is that weird cat standing in the alley watching us? Oh, him? Probably just a garbage collector.
Stealthy, like the night.
Alright, well. Now you just have to get in through the back door? Oh, it's just the front door lets you in. Okay. Well, Sergey. Password is a mandrill for all seasons. Alright, if cat have password, cat can go in. It really is that easy. Sergey's orders are clear. Only let in animals with password. Cat has password. Now stop bothering Sergey.
They say not to judge a book by its cover, and the back cover is no different.
Well, it's all of the previous characters we've
It might
encountered.
look classy, dignified,
Or at least their
welcoming,
models. Nope, not you. Get out.
but that unassuming back cover blurb hides a lurid tale of greed, crime, lies, and scandal. The kind of story where...
God damn it, is he monologuing again? No, monologuing. They should have a sign over the bar. That's what everything went to hell in the first place. Fine, I'll stop. They really do. He should have pointed to a sign over the bar that said no monologuing. Don't worry, barkeep. I'm on my best behavior. I don't care if you're kissing an angel's left butt cheek. What part of Band for Life did you not understand? Get out. You can't keep me out of this place. And why not? Because I know the password. Damn you to high hell. Guess my hooves are tied then. They're honorable if nothing else. Fine, you can stay, but no funny business. Look, if this is about my unfortunate attempt at a comedy act, no funny business. So for God's sake, have a bath. You stink of garbage. I mean, I guess I could give myself a tongue bath right here. You know what? I'll tolerate the stink. Oop. Hello. Oh, hello, Francis. And the barkeep. What do you want? Hey, you still serving that drink that smells and tastes like pineapple juice served in an elderly chain-smoking rhino's ashtray? The pineapple regret? Obviously. It's our house specialty. Though after getting one poured on me during your fiasco, I'm thinking of taking it off. How special, huh? Bet that means it's really popular. Look, you've only been kicked out for a week. You can't have forgotten this much about the place. No matter how hard I try and sell it. Talk up the good make of the cigars, the rhino's lack of flatulence. Still seems like only one animal orders it. Good to know, which reminds me. Is she here? Could you be a bit more specific? I run a gender-diverse establishment here. Oh, who else would I be asking about? You're sort of trying to be deliberately mysterious, so... Elma. I'm asking about Elma. Is she here tonight? Oh, I mean, I would hope so, considering she works here. Matter of fact, she's due to go on stage any minute.
And there she is.
Meh. Meh.
Miss Elma Gautier.
Ooh.
Trouble. The kind of trouble that wears a colorful dress. Though, you'll have to take my word on it. But with that black and white filter, she's a sheep.
I see that.
A seducer.
Oh.
A siren.
I'm feeling like a lost lamb. Cause my life, it don't make sense. My heart was wild and free. Till I met your electric fence.
Not a good siren, mind you. I don't judge. In this world, you do what you can to survive.
Very
And
true.
Elma, she's a survivor.
She's not gonna give up.
Even if it means getting her wool dirty with some questionable activities.
Like stealing. I should have known much better than to shack up with the beast. Now my pride is all in tatters. Me and my bank account were fleeced.
Speaking of questionable
Was it
activities, I hope this song finishes soon.
That's why, my dear, I'm telling you, you've been bad news to me. Gotta wash you out of my wool. Thank you. There was no... Okay. If you want a tip, you know where to find me, at the bar. Alright. Well, Elma. Elma Gautier. Good to see you. And hear you again. Well, look who the cat dragged in. I'm not even certain how that would work. Grabbing my own collar, or... Oh well, good to know some things never change. Phew, except maybe your cologne. Have you been rolling in trash? Something like that. I could give myself a tongue bath right now if it's a problem. No, I like a cat that's not afraid to get dirty. Speaking of which, I didn't think I'd see you in this bar again after what you pulled. Yes, well, I can be very persuasive when I put my mind to it. How's the bar life been treating you, my dear? Same old, same old. Bad tips, lousy front of house, terrible pay per show, barely making rent. The usual. It's a bad scene. Huh? And how are you getting by? The usual? Well, you know me, darling. A lady's gotta do what she's gotta do to get by. Even if it means a little under the table here and there.
Under the table is an understatement. Try 10 floors down, in the basement.
That's very far to go to get to the basement.
No. In the sewers.
That's more like it.
Let's just say, our first meeting was when she picked my pocket. Joke was on her.
You wouldn't have had anything in it.
My wallet was empty, like it always is.
Yeah, they can't steal your money if you don't have
Like I
any.
said, Elma Gautier is a survivor. And in this town, there are plenty of opportunities for a survivor too.
Sweetie, you're monologuing again. Remember, inside voice, outside voice. Oh, right. Glad to know you've still got friends in low places helping you out. Oh yeah, so you, like me, always relies on generous friends. Even the ones who just throw in a little into the cookie jar, if you catch my drift. Hang on, what are we talking about? Are we talking about... I'm trying to hint that you should buy me a drink, you cute, clueless cheapskate. Oh, right. That was all part of my plan. I mean, yes, sounds great. Bartender? Huh? Can I order my friend, one house special pineapple regret for the lady? I'm no lady, but I'll never turn down my favorite drink. Tastes like regret. And pineapple. Can't get enough of these. I know, your wool smells of them all the time. Big talk from a braid boy who stinks of back alley garbage, my sweet. At least I smell vaguely like something distantly related to fruit. Given that, mind explaining to me why I've got a collar for one of my cases that's reeking of pineapple regret? Well, what are you implying? That I did it? Why would I steal a collar? Did you know that I was a collar? Because you just said that was what it was? Oh, well, damn. I totally thought that detective trick would work. But how do you explain the smell of your favorite drink? You're probably just mistaken. The smell of the sewers probably just screwed up your sense of smell. There. How did she know about the sewers? Wait, damn! You didn't mention it was in the sewers, did you? You cunning bastard. You played dumb with the collar trick just to set another trap for me. I did? Yes, I totally did. Completely intentional. Me. Playing dumb. Now, shall we try this again? I didn't kill that cat, if that's what you're wondering. To start, let's see what else you can tell me. You were there when the weird cat died? Not exactly. It was dead already when I got there. It was a bad scene. I was in the neighborhood on my way home from work. I was minding my business when I heard a loud crack. I probably should have let sleeping dogs die, but I figured it was worth checking out. Got to the warehouse and I saw... What, the cat? The hole? No, I mean, yes, I saw the cat, but I was more focused on what was on the cat. On the... Wait, you mean the collar? Yes, it caught my eye. Like you said, the cat was there too. So I ran in to check on him, but he was gone. I swear on my life he was already stone cold dead. If he wasn't, I would have helped. But since he was... What? You ripped the collar off his freshly dead body? I didn't rip it off. I unbuckled it very carefully. That's why I was there long enough to get interrupted. So then what happened? You said you were interrupted? Yeah, by a very high-pitched shriek. Turns out some feathery flamingo stumbled on me in the body. I panicked. The bird brain was blocking the only door out, so I ran the only other way I could think of. Into the sewers. You weren't trying to meet up with anyone there? Say a certain green insect and his equally green goons? You mean Manny the Mantis and the crocodile tears? Far from it. I was hoping to sneak off their turf without them knowing I was there. They found me after about 10 minutes. My horrified and disgusted shrieking gave me away. You shrieking? What was there to shriek about? Darling, do I look like the kind of you who enjoys bathing in sewage? I had to shampoo my wool for hours just to get the stench out. Bad scene, boo. Alright, but... if you were just grabbing the collar to sell it for money, why not just sell it to Manny when he caught you? Oh, he made an offer. It's just that the offer involved 10 very intimidating crocodiles and a pointed reminder that the loot was on his turf. So you had to surrender the collar and run home empty-hoofed. This time, unfortunately. Too bad. Wait, this time? You know, this pineapple regret is really nice. You should try it. The ashtray flavor is not bad. So, I found something very interesting in the police archives. Case 4666. Ring a bell? Should it? Considering it involves a mysterious cat, a hole, and 3 very interesting individuals, I figured it might. Tell me, do the names Dom the Dolphin, Orangutan, and Minky the Mink Jones mean anything to you? Yeah, they mean that maybe you should be quiet before yelling those names across the barroom from a goon working for their biggest rival. Look, see if you can ditch our annoying eavesdropper, and I'll tell you how they fit into all of this. Aw, look at him, he's so cute. You say the cat was already dead, but how do I know you're telling the truth? How do I know that any of this is what actually happened? What, I'm not trustworthy? Why wouldn't you trust little old me? Well, I mean, we could start with the fact that you seem to be rubbing haunches with the animals of the bad scene, as you call it. Or the fact that you willingly admitted to stealing from a corpse in order to score some cash. Mostly it's because you're a singer in a smoky jazz bar. That always means you're up to no good. Oh, right. That. Look, I can't blame you for doubting me. It doesn't look good, but all I'm really guilty of is being too poor to be fussy about where I get my dough. Not bad. I'm just a black sheep of sorts. I mean, we can, of all people, we can't begrudge her being so poor that you have to get your money how you can. I mean, that's literally what we're doing. If that's the case, mind telling me the whole truth? There's clearly something bigger going on here where you're not giving all the info. Gal's gotta have some secrets, especially when they might get her in trouble with the wrong crowd. Him again! Look at him, he's so cute. Let's just say if you ask the right questions, I might be willing to tell you more of what I know. Whether you trust it is up to you. I take it you noticed the cat looked weird. That's an understatement. Like I said, it was a bad scene. Have you ever seen a cat like that before? Living or dead? No, but I heard about... What? What did you hear? I can't tell you. Why not? Where did you hear? Whatever it is you can't tell me. I can't tell you that either. I'm getting a headache about what you can and can't tell me. Too confusing. I can tell you that the cat was dead when I got there, but not for long. He was still warm. I thought you said it was stone cold dead. The figure of speech, darling. Fine, anything else you can tell me? Only that I have no idea why he looked like that, and I'd never seen him before in my life. Except... what? He looked like you. If you were short on 4 legs and a freak of nature, I mean. And yet you didn't hesitate to steal from me. Him. Whatever. Actually, it made me even more eager. Not going to lie. I do love treating you bad, darling. The collar stinks of pineapple regret, which means you were carrying it around, I take it. I grabbed it off the body as soon as I realized the cat was dead. But why? It's not even your style. Not for me, you ninny. It's for... who? Look, that color is more valuable than you realize. It's in high demand, shall we say. I know it looks like a silly little scrap of fabric, but... actually, I kind of get why folks might want one. You do? Well, you clearly know something I don't. Which is not a sentence I thought I'd ever say. All I know through the grapevine is that there were several parties interested in getting their hands on a color like that. And why am I never invited to parties like that? Trust me, these are bad parties you don't want any part of. What does that have to do with... oh, you're talking about crime and stuff. Yes, please shout it loud in the middle of the bar, which is also technically a crime, in earshot of a moop who's part of an organized crime racket. But yeah, it turns out some folks out there want a color bad. And whoever's interested is willing to pay handsomely for them. And well, you know I like handsome things, sweetie. So I put up with your pretty empty head. Oh, she thought I was handsome. So you saw the body, the color. What about the hole? There was a hole in the ceiling. I'm not sure what else you want me to say, sugar. Did you notice anything about the hole? Like, I don't know, maybe any signs of explosives or fire or something? Sorry, I was more focused on the dead body and the color on it. Bad scene, you know? But no, now you mention it, I didn't see or smell anything like that. And I would have noticed smoke. It's hell to get out of wool, you know? Compared to pineapple regret and eau de souage? Fair point. But still, I don't think holes like that are caused by that kind of explosion. At least not this time. Holes like that? You make it sound like this has happened before. Do I now? I mean, you certainly don't seem that surprised by what happened. That's just my sang-froid, dear. Not sure what Sam Lloyd... Sang-froid? I'm not sure what Sam Lloyd has to do with this. Damn it, my ability to pronounce French ruined that joke. Is he a suspect? Did he do this before? You're lucky you're cute, or I'd be real put out by you right now, mister. So has it happened before or not? Hey, buddy! As long as that guy's there, it hasn't. Who are you going to sell the color to before Manny the Mantis put up his winning bid? Whoever ended up being the highest bidder, obviously. You really don't understand how money works, do you, sweetie? I understand that means there were lots of interested buyers who were willing to compete with each other. That would be very smart deduction from you, Al. Save for the bit where I already said as much a few minutes ago. You expect me to pay attention to what you say? Bah. As for these buyers, any of them have names? Not the sorts of names I'd feel comfortable yelling in the middle of a bar with one of their rivals' goons standing just over there. He looks so cute with his little hat. What do you mean? That's just one of my... Oh. Yes, you get it. Iminal Cray Underworld... Iminal Cray Durworld Unday Upstay. Sorry, babe, I don't speak your fancy French. So if that's your plan for avoiding having the whole criminal underworld listening in, we'll have to do something else. Like I said, the sorts of buyers I had in mind, with the kind of cash I had in mind, aren't the sort who'd like me yelling their name in public. Bad scene, you know? Of course, I might feel more comfortable talking about them if you started yelling their names in public. Because no one knows to suspect me, so I'd be safe if I did it. More like I'd rather you get your kneecaps whacked than me. That croc is one of Manny's boys, isn't he? Is he giving you trouble? Not really. Sticks to himself and drinks mostly. But considering he started showing up after I had my little run-in with his boss, you wouldn't blame me for being nervous. You can't tell me what to do. You're not my mom. Let's just say I don't exactly feel comfortable talking when he's around. Bad scene, you know. If you want to be a doll and send him off, that would be great. Lovely. Maybe you could challenge him to a fight? That didn't go so great the last time around. Actually, it did. I kicked their asses. So let me get this straight. You were a bystander to the death or appearance or whatever of this mystery cat corpse. Correct. You were short on cash. You heard the collar was valuable on the black market, so you grabbed it with the idea of selling it for a quick buck. More or less, yes. But Manny's goons caught you before you could leave the area, shook you down, and took the collar for themselves. Oh, look at you, rubbing your 2 brain cells together for once. I'm impressed. 3, actually. I'm very proud. And the third one is still stuck on who wanted this collar, why, and how you knew about it. All perfectly good questions, my little himbo hairball. Perhaps you should go see if you can dig up some answers before asking me about them. That'll be all for now, Alma. Don't go far. I might have other questions. Where else would I be but here, sugar? It's true. Hey, Scales. Well, hey, if it ain't the cat who came sniffing around our base. Gave me one heck of a shiner, you know. Oh dear, do you look good? I can't even see the black eye. That's because of my scaly complexion. Anyway, you're either real brave or real stupid. I'd say brave, but apparently I'm outvoted unanimously by everyone else. Well, either way, you got some guts. No hard feelings, yeah? I don't know, the bump on my head you gave me was pretty hard. Hey, that was business. I'm here on pleasure. So I got no beef with you. Mostly because neither of us are cows. You let me drink till I get a headache of my own, and we got no problems. Dig? I gotta talk to your boss, Manny Malone, again. Where can I find him? You can't. Wait, he's dead? Jeez, I knew I shouldn't have left him trapped in that upside-down glass with nowhere for food. Nah, one of our boys found him and let him loose after you left. He's fine, just very pissed at you. Uh-oh. So, you're gonna beat me up again? Rip the collar I stole from my paws? Send me to the bottom of the river so I get my fur all wet? Me? I'm not doing any of that. Like I said, I'm here to relax. I'm off the clock. I'm not doing no crocodile tears business while I got a drink in my claw. That also means I ain't playing secretary to your meetings with our boss, and I ain't telling you where our new HQ is. You ain't going there, and you ain't seeing the Mantis again. But, trust me, given how peeved the boss is, you don't want to see him again. Hey, Scales, is it? Did you hear? Sounds like the Crocodile Tears are having some trouble with the other gangs tonight. They might need your help. What do you know about the other gangs? Frankly, I'm surprised you knew about us. Well, I know that... the hairy apes are flinging poo at your boys. I mean, I guess you're used to it after all that time in the sewers, but... Wait, they're trying to start a fight? I didn't think their boss was that dumb. Well, you know that orangutan really loves her monkey business, criminal or otherwise. You know about orangutan? Which in hindsight is sort of funny and weird, because she is not, in fact, a monkey, now that I think about it. I better head back and see what's up. Boss will probably need my help. Yeah, you should go. Your help might really help balance the scales. Get it? Scales. Because your name is... and you're... You know what? I'm gonna shut up now before you eat me. First smart thing you've said or done all night. Fine, I'm off. Tell the barkeep to put my drink on your tab. Sure will, and... Wait, what? And he exited with effortless cool.
Man, I hope he gets gingivitis and cavities someday.
Oh no, but all of his teeth will just be replaced by other teeth.
That'll learn him.
Alright, Alma. Well, look who's back. Yeah, I got some more questions. Pardon me, what do you want to know? Mr. Crocodile's gone for a while. Now mind telling me what's up with case 4666 and the 3 criminals mentioned in the file? Fine, I know them. Or well, know of them at least. They were the buyers I was hoping to sell the collar to. But they're all gang leaders like Manny, aren't they? Between them, they're the heads of the city's criminal underworld. Now you're getting it. And now you know why I wasn't in a hurry to chat about it with a goon sitting nearby. But yeah, the whole underbelly of this town's in one hell of a state. The heads of the gangs are looking for those collars, and they're willing to pay top dollar to anyone who brings one to them. Collars? As in plural? Oh, honey, you passed elementary grade grammar. Honestly, no sass, I'm proud of you. But yes, that is how plurals work. So one from this case. And one from case 466, I assume. 4666, I assume. So this, whatever this is, happened twice? Twice? Oh, you sweet stupid sex on legs. More like the police only caught it twice. It's happened way, way more than that. So you say it happened more than once, but what is it? I don't really know the details, but from what I gather, they all involve some sort of weird cat appearing out of nowhere in random parts of the city? I didn't think I took any cases like this before. Not you, more like the dead cat. Real small, weird legs, although I don't know if all of them actually died. I heard some of them were alive and just went missing afterwards. Bad scene, I say. All of them blew some kind of hole in the ceiling or building when they showed up. Most of them had some sort of collar on them as well. Those collars are what's got everyone riled up. That's why the gangs are on the lookout for any random cats showing up. And why there's big bucks to make if you can bring them one. Hence why you went for it. I think I'm getting it for once. The whole 2 times the police did their job? Don't be too impressed. It was pure luck both times that they stumbled on the cat before anyone else did. And on both times there were some strings being pulled to bury the case, if you catch my drift. Catching anyone's drift is against my religion. Thanks. Also, what did strings have to do with anything? They're fun to bat around and play with, but... Pay off, sweetie. The gangs have their fingers, paws, hooves, and claws in the police pie. Clearly one of them made your case go away so no one poked too deeply. Poking too deeply is my specialty. It's what stopped me from becoming a dentist. Ooh, ow, ooh. Or a proctologist. Thanks for that bad image. So how long has this been going on for with the cats and collars and stuff? Oh, months, darling. It's been a bad scene for a while. How has no one besides your shady friends picked up on anything? Surely I'd have noticed something after this long. Sweetie, you don't even notice when you have kitty litter on your butt. I don't think you're an expert on what does and doesn't draw attention. Besides, my shady friends like to keep things on the down low. And they're very good at what they do. So then, I guess the question is, if this has happened more than twice, how many times has it happened? A lot. Like 3? 4? High single digits? Try high double digits. And those are just the ones I've heard of. Might even be triple digits. My God, that's bad. I don't know if I can count that high. I only have 18 toe pads. Math wasn't my strong suit. I didn't think you had any strong suits. I mean, that suit you're wearing is pretty bad. What have the gangs been doing exactly? Besides paying off the cops, you mean? Well, they've all been keeping ears to the ground, listening for any word of one of these weird cats showing up. So they're not the ones behind bringing the cats in the first place? I don't know, but they do seem to have a good sense of when to be on alert, just not where. Either way, when they get wind of another, whoever runs that territory swoops in and clears everything out before the cops or anyone else notice. Unless, say, a plucky gal sneaks in to grab the goods before then. And how'd that go for you? Pretty bad. But you can't blame a girl for trying. The gangs might have an understanding about respecting turf, but that won't stop them from trying to get a leg up on each other. Or several legs, really. So when they clear everything out, does that mean the cat too? Are they putting the poor kitties in concrete muffin makers? No idea. They take the cat with them either way. No one's actually seen any of the cat since then. So yeah, bad scene even for me. But I get the feeling that's just tying up loose ends. It's not the cats they're interested in. It's those weird collars of theirs. They're fighting tooth and nail over them. Makes me think there might be a separate buyer that they're all competing for. What I don't understand is, what's so special about those collars? I can't imagine why so many are trying to get their hands on them. Wow, for once, something I know that you don't. So you're telling me that for the past few months, countless cats have been appearing in town right through giant holes in the roof only for the underworld gangs to show up and snatch them in their collars? More or less. Like I keep saying, it's a bad scene, yeah, I know. You're not wrong, though. Those poor cats, so noble, so adorable, so misunderstood. Are you talking about the missing cats or yourself? Remember, most of the missing cats are also very, very weird. Which applies to you too, now that I think about it. Seems like my kitty case is just the tip of the iceberg. And not a penguin in sight to help. Well, thanks, Elma. This will help my investigation a lot. I'm not entirely sure how yet, but I'm sure it'll come up eventually. Oh, well, that makes risking my life blabbing criminal secrets all worth it if you might maybe sort of find it useful. Oh, yeah, will you be okay? I mean, between that and the whole trying to snatch a collar from under Manny's nose, I imagine they might be mildly annoyed at you. Serves them right for not paying me what I'm worth. Besides, I've had a pineapple regret, which means doing things I'm gonna regret. Don't worry about me at all. My wool might get dirty, but I know a good dry thing. And I always make the best of a bad seed. That'll be all for now, Elma. But don't go far. I might have other questions. Where else would I be but here, sugar? Hey, Rudy. Oh, you. Rudy, good to see you. What are you doing here at the secret speakeasy that nobody knows about? You were the one who blabbed about it months ago. Oh yeah, that was why I got kicked out the other time. Anyway, what are you doing here? Don't you have to mind the kiosk? How many jackasses, donkeys, and mules do you think need to check the newspaper this time of night? Besides, Jimmy's holding down the fort. I've earned a drink for my troubles, I think. You have troubles? Sure do. Like getting a certain catty jerk to pay back the money he owes me. Oh, right. About that. If you're about to launch into a sob story about how the gig you had lined up isn't going to pay, I can't fully express how little I want to hear it. Good to know. I definitely was not about to do anything like that. No, sir. Good. Because the only next words I want to hear from you are, I've got your money right here. Got it. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Well, yeah, considering I'm a cat who's got a tongue. But you said not to say any other words except I've got your money right here, so I couldn't reply, and then... well, just leave before I decide to relieve my headache with some horn-related violence.
Ugh. It'll be a long walk with no wheels. I'll need to call for a ride back to the clock store.
Oh. Hello, Francis. Oh, so you did make it to the super secret speakeasy that nobody's supposed to know about. I'm honestly surprised. Well, you know, I'm a detective. I know all sorts of things nobody's supposed to know about. What, to make up for not knowing all the things everybody's supposed to know about? More or less. Speaking of which, if you're a regular, how did you not put two and two together and realize who it was you smelled at the scene of the crime? Do I look like the kind of bird who goes up to everyone in the bar and sniffs them deeply? I have other more important things to do with my time. Actually, hey, yeah, didn't you chase me out of your apartment saying you had somewhere important to be? And now you're here. Sweetie, after the week I've had, this is somewhere important to me. Besides, all your questions about the drinks and things here got me thirsty. Glad to know the mysterious death of a fellow feline has provided an inspiration to come here and get drunk. Hey, no reason to let a little death and detective work ruin a perfectly good evening. What do you want? Could I borrow your phone? I need to make a phone call. What, to a lawyer? First smart thing you've done. No, just need to get a lift. What, from your mommy? No, nothing maternal about it. No siree. Now just shove the booster seat out of the way and mind the slobber on the pacifier. The joys of being a mother. Thanks, Mom. I mean, Deborah. I appreciate you giving me a lift. Again. Don't mention it. I figure these are all billable hours, so a few more of these rides should put at least 2 more kids through college. Wait, you're billing me for this? I thought you were just doing it because you like me. I do. I like you because I get to bill you. A lot. You know what? I'll take it. Right now, I need all the friends I can get. I need to ask you something. Something very important. Anytime. Do you mind if I give myself a tongue bath back here? I'm in desperate need of one. Oh, yes, you are. Go right ahead. The backseat's already covered in drool from the kids anyway.
Fantastic. Now to see if I've got enough room to start licking my own crotch.
Always a question. Right. Okay, I am going to call it there, because even though I cut out the voices, my throat still is being a little bothersome. So hopefully it will have saved around about this point, and I will not get stuck with too much. I'm losing my words. I will not be too far, blah, blah, blah. Hopefully it will not set me too far back when I go to save. Alright. Or when I go to load. You know what I'm trying to say. Alright, so let's see who we can raid who's streaming today. Oh, everybody's streaming today. Let's raid Eros. She's going to be doing some random indie horror, and you gotta love some random indie horror. You hear that? You have to raid some random indie horror. Oh, careful, her is, her, stream is intended for certain audiences. So if you're a certain audience, enjoy it. Until next time, deuces.